Hey folks, and welcome back. It's been a couple days, but I'm ready for story. I've been busy. I've done Simulated World a bit. Done a bit of Forbidden Halls, Forbidden Memories. I have been raising up my Yan Ching, so he's now like decent. Got his talents up. Got his light cone to a good spot. So he's doing alright. I even leveled up some of his... They're not very good relics. They're purple, but they're serviceable. They're good for now. And I also worked on Serval a bit. Got her traces up. I don't have this one. This one looks like a really good one, though, so... When the Echoes of War reset tomorrow, I'll probably pick up this so I can give her that. I've also been working on Sushang. Sushang is Hunt, so I kind of wanted to get her up there because I think Hunt characters are probably the best ones. Hunt and Healer. I've only got the one Healer, so I should probably work on her too. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I cannot do Simulated World 5 yet. I've tried several times. It's so hard. Maybe I need like gold relics for that. But for now, let's just continue on with the story. I think last time we spoke with Jingwan.
Nice.
We became bait for Kafka pretty much, although Kafka is probably going according to a script. So she just led us on a merry chase before she allowed herself to get caught. And now the
Nice.
Commission of Divination, I think, has her. And we want to witness the questioning, the torturing, so that's what we're gonna do right now.
What's going on with
What
it?
is that?
Mara.
Everybody stay back!
Wow! She's so cute.
Give him this medicine! Make him lie down! I mean, make them lie down!
Can she cure Mara?
Time for swordplay! Blade and flight!
Look how cracked this guy is.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Let's rock!
Naughty child. Nap time.
I'm on guard.
Boom. They didn't get a shot.
That'll teach you a lesson. Ready to lie down now?
He's adorable. I want the dragon kid.
Thanks for helping to stabilize the patients. Your assertive sedation techniques are quite effective.
Assertive sedation techniques? Does she mean beating people up?
However, these Cloud Knights were already sick, and now they're injured too. I've got to bandage up their wounds, realign their bones. Ugh, as if I didn't have enough on my plate.
Aren't you a little young to be realigning bones?
Where did you come from, little one? Is your dad around?
I don't have a dad.
What about your mom?
I don't have a mom either. I get it. You think because I'm small, I must be a runaway child. Welcome to the Xian Show, my short-lived outsider friends. Appearances can be deceiving here. The Vidyadhara race is self-reincarnating. No mom or dad required. I've been studying the art of healing ever since I cast off my old shell. You're looking at a recognized, practicing, dedicated doctor.
Bellabog kids are making snowmen, while children here are writing prescriptions.
Things haven't been very peaceful in the lawful recently. Make sure you don't...
Go running around, right? Well, your general gave us an errand, so I'm afraid we have to.
Well, seeing as you saved me just now, if you're unlucky enough to acquire any breaks or sprains, I'll treat you for free. As for medicine, I'll give you a 20% discount.
So you're still charging us.
Ha! Do you have any idea how many people in the lawful are waiting for an appointment with me? You should count this as a blessing. If I hadn't left my purse at home, I wouldn't have to... Enough of that. I have patients to see.
Our
So
little
cute.
miracle worker seems very different from everyone else around. Don't you think, Mr. Yang?
So this is the Vidyadhara. I've only ever read about them. They're known as the Dragon Race. Not hard to see why.
She's cute. I want her. I also want other dragons. Give me more dragons. See, for me, chimeric humans are like the ultimate fantasy. So I want the Fox Girls. I want Yukong. I want Jinyun. I want Beilu. Look at that. She's adorable. She's so cute. Any other dragons? I will take them. But I guess we're supposed to talk to people. Like here.
Hurry. Find beds for the patients from the other delves and stabilize them. Remember to minimize contact. We don't want your people to succumb to the same evil.
Yeah. The Realm Keeping Commission is out in full strength. What about the Alchemy Commission? Why are there so few of you here?
Do you mean out in full force?
Hey, Missy, does this look like a classroom to you? Concentrate on treating the patients.
So, can you actually cure the Mara-stricken? I thought you couldn't, because I saw the Jingwang trailer, and I figured the master of Jingwang got Mara-stricken, and that's why she had to die. Like, getting Mara-stricken seems to be a death sentence, but maybe not.
That's the best I can do.
What's that supposed to mean? Doctors don't give up that easily.
What else am I supposed to do? The route back to the Alchemy Commission has disappeared, and we're in the field without the right medicine or supplies. Besides, we have no record of this disease at all. These symptoms are consistent with someone about to be stricken with Mara.
According to his medical record, this man is barely over 200 years old. He only just joined the Cloud Knights. How can he possibly be Mara-struck? Why don't you take another look? If it goes on like this, the judges of the Ten Lords Commission will have to come out and clean up this mess.
Oh, so is being Mara-stricken age-related? Like, if you live to 1,000 years, you'll get Mara-stricken?
I heard the knights affected by the evil are going berserk.
Don't scare yourself. The Alchemy Commission's Dragon Lady can cure anything.
Everyone please remain calm. This is an announcement from the Realm Keeping Commission General Bureau. Exalting Sanctum is temporarily closing its borders and navigation routes. The details will be outlined in the official bulletin sent to your Jade Abacus soon. If you feel unwell, please report to the Realm Keeping Commission as soon as possible. We have doctors from the Alchemy Commission here who will see you free of charge. Oh, we will be distributing a bag of protein rice and emergency medicine to each of you. You can collect the supplies from me in person, or the Commission can deliver them to your door.
Hello, I'm here to collect supplies.
Please register with your Jade Abacus bracelet. Oh, you must be an outsider. I see. Please, sign here.
Hello, how's the Divination Commission faring?
I heard there's a problem with their Meridian pin. Some diviners and stargazers managed to escape the delve. Many of them were terrified. They were muttering about plants and roots. Something terrible must have happened there. Do you have friends trapped in the delve? If you're worried about them, find a diviner and see if they can tell you what happened.
I wonder if that's what the Stellaron is gonna do, is gonna make a lot of plants go berserk. Instead of ice taking over its plants. That'd be interesting. Thanks for everything you're doing.
I want to say it's all in a day's work, but I've been here for 12 hours already. When will this end?
That is a long day. You need some rest. Ooh, we actually did get some supplies.
When it rains, it pours. The Artisanship Commission has its own issues. It sounds serious, too. Go and inform the Cloud Knights. See if you can... Oh, my apologies. I'm an orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. Judging by your dress, you must be visitors to the Law Fu.
I'm a guest. The General invited me.
And I'm a civil servant. The General hired me. Technically speaking, every traveler aboard the Law Fu is a guest of the General. If the port is still open, I would suggest you take a boat to Starskiff Haven right away. Though, I heard the route may have been temporarily suspended. Oh, that reminds me. I have a friend with a star skiff and a travel permit. He could help you and your friends get over quickly. The price is fair and negotiable. What do you think?
No need. I have a vessel picking me up.
Well now, you must be quite special. Hey, don't spread this around, but this isn't some small-scale maintenance drill. The General has sent the Cloud Knights to check for hidden dangers. You may not need it right now, but if there's any help I can give you, come to me anytime.
Excuse me, fella. Hold on a moment. It was only thanks to your help earlier that the Dragon Lady and those Exalting Sanctum residents got away unscathed.
Dragon Lady? That's her. Our help?
You don't remember? You dealt with those Mara-struck knights in the nick of time. I saw it all. A friend in the Skyfaring Commission told me the General commissioned guests to deal with the troubles on the Lafu. You must be the guests.
Yep.
If you don't mind, I hope you can take the time to come to the Realm Keeping Commission. I'd like to talk to you about the issues Exalting Sanctum is currently facing.
I've already been there. I got arrested for throwing coins at a machine. Something happened just now. I just arrived at the Shenzhou. Are you alright? What happened? Is the express okay? What are you doing on the Shenzhou? I'll pretend at your plight I'm okay. It's a long story. I'm at the Cloud Fort with the Cloud Knight. I'll join you when I come out. By the way, the express is fine. I came here by myself. I'll tell you about it later. I'm very interested. Tell me the details. Nope. Wait one sec here. Oh, it's a Dan Hung story. Huh. Okay, let's do a little detour. I quite like Dan Hung. Let's go ahead and do this. What do I need? What is it recommending? So ice, wind, fire, ice. Well, the only wind character I have is Dan Hung, and he's not here, so I guess this will do.
If the shipping passages in Cloudford changed even a little, the entire route would be drastically altered. Do you two know the way?
I do not.
I came this way. I know it like the back of my hand. Just follow me. So, silent but deadly. Let me know when you're ready and we can set off.
Oh, well then. Let's go ahead and put that. Oh, I can't change my theme. Alright then. Low path. Where does Celestial Path may lead? Hey, jeez.
Do you hail from the Law Fu, young Master Dan Hung?
He has a very slow way of speaking. Remain silent.
Apologies. Forgive my curiosity. I do often struggle to judge the boundaries of small talk. I hope I haven't offended you.
I'd like to ask you something.
Please do.
How much do you know about the Lao Fu being sealed off?
Almost nothing. I was scheduled to leave the Law Fu when I heard there was a disturbance. Miss Su Shang here is a member of the Cloud Knights. You could try asking her.
The way he speaks is very deliberate. Who is this Cloud Knight girl?
Her name is Su Shang. She apparently just transferred here from the Yaoqing. Every Senjo ship operates individually, but the Cloud Knights are all commanded by the Marshal. Therefore, it's normal for knights to transfer between ships.
Dan Hung and he kind of have like a similar thing going on with their outfits. Same colors. He's more white than like cyan, but they look very similar with their clothing. I have other questions. Let's talk about you.
Me?
You don't seem like you're from the Zhenjiao. Where have you come from?
Merchants don't belong anywhere. We wander and make the stars our home. But if you're curious, within the Alliance, I'm registered at the Xianzhou Yutre. Within the IPC, I'm registered at the Star Unity Mall branch at the North Valley Star. Therefore, Luo Cha is just the name I use within the Xianzhou. Outside of the Xianzhou, I use something more difficult to pronounce. I'm guessing you want to know that name too?
His name is Luo Chai? Luo Chai? You have pretty good fighting skills for a merchant.
The universe is a dangerous place. The IPC and the Alliance only provide for our safety during interstellar travel. On-site security is dependent on our own capacities. As such, I had to improve my swordplay and healing skills. You are also a wanderer, young Master Dan Hung. Surely you understand.
So he's a healer. You know, I've only got one healer. I could use a second one. Although, he's okay looking, I guess. What's this thing, though? Looks kind of like a casket, like a coffin. Yes, what's in the coffin?
A story of ill luck. I found myself embroiled in a conflict and ended up owing a favor. Now I must assist in delivering these remains back to the Xianzhou. It would seem I am a magnet for such misfortune. I thought I would be safe on the Law Fu. But now...
I have other questions. Never mind, excuse me.
Of course.
So he's a healer, huh? So is this just quest related, or is this part of his design? It looks like it's part of his design. It matches him perfectly. Okay, Sushang.
Silent but deadly. Are you sure that nickname isn't annoying you?
Remain silent.
I mean, you're kinda living up to the first bit right now. We can move out anytime. Let me know when you're ready.
I'd like to ask you something.
Go ahead. I'll tell you everything I know.
How much do you know about the Lao Fu being sealed off?
I heard they found an antimatter Legion bomb. Out of safety, they locked down the entire ship. They'll only reopen it after they've removed the bomb. I don't know if all that's true, though. Anyway, the higher-ups didn't say anything. They just got me to evacuate the civilians at Cloudford.
Had you met this Lokai? I'm not very good at these Chinese names. Lokai before.
Nope, I met him when I met you. But, yeah, now that you mention it, maybe I did see him somewhere. He seems a bit familiar. Where would that have been?
I have other questions. Let's talk about you.
Me? There's not much to talk about.
When did you join the Cloud Knights?
Not that long ago. But I've been receiving strict Cloud Knight military training since I was a child. My parents are both famous on the Yaoqin. I wouldn't be here otherwise. They've been training me ever since I was born. Don't look down on me just because I'm a new recruit.
That's a running theme, right? I think Xinhuan was trained as a kid. You got Yanqing right now, who's a kid, being trained. And then apparently she's been trained since she was a kid. You're from the Yaoqing?
Yep. Have you been there before? I feel the Yaoqing and the Lafu have different characteristics. I might be a Lafu Cloud Knight now, but I still think the Yaoqing is better. For example, when it comes to leadership, I don't think General Qing Yuan is as reliable as our Madam General back on the Yaoqing. Actually, forget about the last sentence. Just pretend I never said it.
Wow. Rude. I have other questions. Let's go.
I'll lead the way. You two keep an eye on our surroundings.
Not exactly my expertise. I'm just a traveling merchant.
This is life and death, okay? You look like you can handle yourself. Hey, silent but deadly. Shout if you see any danger, okay? Don't think just because you know a move or two, you can charge off by yourself.
A one-time enemy. Pretty good crowd today. Keep up.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
You had 4 options and you picked the one I didn't want you to hit. Now's not the time to get distracted.
Time for swordplay. Strike with heart. Turn it up.
Naughty child.
Thought I... Oh, here.
A Cloud Knight stricken with Mara. How could the mutations get this bad? Is the Stellaron exerting an effect?
There's supposed to be a passage. Why can't I see it?
Somebody used the cloud forward control panel to block the road with containers.
How dare they?
Who did this? I'm terrible with machines and stuff. Hold on. How do you know?
I'm a traveling merchant. I've been here many times. Now, for a Cloud Knight to be unfamiliar with the local topography.
I told you, I was only just transferred here from the Yaoqing. I don't come here very often. Control panel? Where is the control panel?
Is that the one?
Let me see. Whoa, Lucha, you've got sharp eyes! Bladed flight!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it! Keep up!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Strike with heart!
Easy peasy.
Reach the end of the story and you're... We need a strategy.
Right. Don't think about running.
Help me improve. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Immortality means forever.
Turn it up!
How many can you block? Strike with heart.
Pretty good crowd today.
Let's rock.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
Nap.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Secret of the saints.
Bladed flight.
Immortality.
Yanqing is kinda cracked. I really like him.
thank goodness. There's one star skiff left.
What? Where? Where does it go?
Judging by where it's docked, it must be heading for Central Starskiff Haven. Nice. We'll be safe there. Come on, let's climb aboard.
Let's hurry.
I'd like to ask something.
Please, do.
Are you familiar with the operational mechanisms in Cloudfort?
Not really. I've just seen them before. That's all.
Do you not want to go to Starskiff Haven?
Oh. What makes you ask that, young master? I'm happy as long as I get to leave this place.
I have other questions. Let's talk about you.
I'm not a very interesting person.
What are your plans from here?
At this stage, I'm just taking it one step at a time. Thankfully, as a registered merchant on the Xianzhou, I get a discount on all my expenses. In that regard, it makes sense for me to stay a little longer. Miss Sushang said she could show me around if I find myself unable to leave.
Where were you going?
I had some more trading to do on the other Xianzhou ships, but my main appointment was with Miss Ting Yun of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild. We had a business deal to discuss, but I fear it will no longer go ahead. Most of the deals won't be particularly profitable. The IPC takes the majority. There's only one that might be worth the journey. A direct trade with the Fenghu.
I have other questions. Never mind, excuse me.
Of course.
Why do you speak so deliberately?
Let's hurry and get on the star skiff.
I'd like to ask you something.
Something else?
Is it okay to change our route?
I don't know. I think we should be okay. Let's get out of here first and talk about it when we're in the clear.
What will happen at Starskiff Haven?
There should be a dedicated evacuation team waiting for us. You can go with them.
Let's talk about you.
Not the best time?
Thank you for guiding us all to the way here.
No need to thank me. Just a Cloud Knight doing her job.
What are your plans after this?
That depends on the higher-ups. If there's still civilians to evacuate, then I'll need to come back.
Let me have a think first.
Okay, but think fast.
Well, that was easy.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Need every single jade possible. But I think I can put 2 hunt characters in my team. That'll be fun.
Drop by the realm keeping.
2 centuries passed, and then 2 centuries more. If I don't get my promotion, I'll undergo my hatch and rebirth soon. And your next life, go all out. I'm afraid that I'll be a lowly orderly in my next life. I started to wonder how exactly things ended up during my previous life. Hey, that's enough for now. Let's not linger on such a morose topic. Angung Guangdao, a lowly orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. If you have any issues to handle, I suggest you visit our Chancery offices. I want to chat with you. As long as we don't talk about work, I'll chat about anything. What sort of place is the Realm Keeping Commission? Oh, that's a great question. Let me think. On the surface, we're the department that handles general affairs aboard the Xian Shao. It consists resource allocation, environmental protections, time calibration. We get up to all of these kinds of things. So what do you actually get up to on the sly then? Hold on, I was just about to tell you. Take, for example, our Chancery. It deals with all kinds of difficult details that people run into in their everyday lives. It could be as small as the city's appearance, right up to a large civil lawsuit. If you can think of anything that the government should be doing, then come to us. But I should personally advise you to try solving things first yourself. After all, once the tasks have been allocated, it's always a lowly orderly like me that has to suffer. Do you really work here at the Realm Keeping Commission? Is it that obvious? Actually, I'm one of the armed guards at the Realm Keeping Commission. There's usually nothing much to do, so I just stand by the door and keep watch. Did you say you were an orderly, though? Yeah, I thought you'd already forgotten. So, the Realm Keeping Commission doesn't exactly have armed guards. And I'm just a lowly orderly after all. What do orderlies do, then? So you're really interested in that, huh? Alright, I'll tell you. It's really simple, actually. Diplomatically, we say we carry out executive orders. But really, it's just a bunch of menial tasks. We slog through chores, run errands, and get paid the lowest ranks of blob. Do you really know this Xian Shao saying? Starskis need to fly high. This saying sums up the life of us orderlies in the Realm Keeping Commission. Nice chat. Take care. I'd better get back to it. Yeah, I've already been arrested, so I've been here before. I got arrested by this guy. I always feel like we're missing something here at the Realm Keeping Commission, Chancery, but I can never remember what. You've come at just the right time. Help me rule out some possibilities. Say, tell me, what do you think our office is missing? Small ornaments that make this place feel alive. Make the place feel alive. Actually, I've thought about that. I'm a big fan of alcoholic nectar and once stashed 2 bottles of nectar of willow woods at the Chancery, but Officer Jingyan threw them out. He said that this is a workplace and it would be undignified if anyone found out. I also like the pretty Foxian actresses, so I put up a couple of their pictures on my desk to perk up my spirits. But Officer Jingyan confiscated those too. She said this is the workplace, and those images are indecent. The only way the Realm Keeping Commission feels alive is through all the courier parcels on the ground. Promo materials showcasing the work of the Realm Keeping Commission. Not that. I raised this with Jingyan before, whether we should be better at promoting how good the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery is at what it does. But she gave me a list of all the things we've done recently, and there isn't really anything to be proud of. Once we crack a major case that even the 10 Lord Commissions couldn't solve, then I'll let the whole Exalted Sanctum know about how great the Realm Keeping Commission is. Until then, we'll keep things on the down low. Realm Keeping Commission officer who is actually productive at work. Young man, that remark is uncalled for. At least Officer Jingyan is doing her work. As long as Officer Jingyan is here, then the Realm Keeping Commission lives up to its name. That Sungyun kid may be lazy, but he's smart. I have high hopes for his future. Naturally, if anything actually happens to the Exalted Sanctum, you'll find me to be an extremely reliable officer. Is now really the time to be thinking about that? Yeah, I can't figure it out even if I rack my brain. I think I'll play a few rounds of Celestial Jade after work and think it through then. Alright, Let's get down to business. Young man, what do you want? I heard you require my assistance.
Oh, that's right. Forgive my forgetfulness. Glad you came. It's great to have one of the General's distinguished guests helping us out. My Realm-Keeping Commission colleagues failed to provide adequate care for the Dragon Lady. I'd like to thank you on behalf of all of them for rescuing her back in Exalting Sanctum Plaza.
Seems rude. All in a day's work?
As I'm sure you're aware, symptoms of Mara have been spreading ever since the Stellaron incident occurred. Thanks to the Ten Lords Commission, being stricken with Mara had long since become a terrifying but avoidable fate for Xianzhou natives. The puzzling thing is that despite the Commission's protection, we're now seeing an increase. More and more citizens, in particular those dealing with great risks and stress like the Cloud Knights, are becoming stricken with Mara. Moreover, the Mara-struck have taken on a horrifying appearance. As if they're turning into some sort of monster. This certainly differs from what I thought I knew about the illness.
You think there might be a hidden agenda at play?
That appears to be the case. No smoke without fire, as they say. Despite being just a servant of the Realm-Keeping Commission, spending a considerable amount of time on the front lines has sharpened my senses to potential dangers. You're a capable person. And since the General entrusted you with locating the Stellaron, it's only a matter of time before you run into Mara-struck. If you come across any clues, remember to inform the Realm-Keeping Commission straight away. My colleagues and I will handle any situation with haste and to the best of our ability. Speaking of which, have you made any discoveries so far?
What is this? And this? Bao carefully reads the letter you delivered. His expression reflects his disbelief as he reads it again. Bao sweats profusely as he apologizes and bolts away. After a while, he returns with a girl.
I read the letter. I'll be honest with you, I've got no idea how to handle this problem. It's beyond the Realm-Keeping Commission's jurisdiction. I contacted the Seat of Divine Foresight, which is overseen by the General. Allow me to introduce Madame Qingzhu, General Jing Yuan's chief counselor. I think it'll be easier if she explains the letter to you.
I read the letter you obtained from the Mara-struck. While the Cloud Knights were searching for the Stellaron's whereabouts, I was carrying out the General's orders, tracking down clues on the Mara-struck. Thanks to your efforts, we now have a lead. To an outsider, this letter appears to be nothing more than good news detailing a recovery from a chronic illness. However, what is actually being discussed is a violation of the 10 unpardonable sins. It's heresy.
Are you talking about the pharmaceutical experiment mentioned in the letter? I don't remember what's in the letter.
That's right. Since the Alliance was first established, all medical practices aboard the Xianzhou adhere to strict standards that prohibit long life or mutant modifications under the guise of curing. I went through all our files to find information on the experiment in question, and found nothing. I started thinking about how the Alchemy Commission's delve was sealed off. There must be an unspeakable secret locked away there. The author of this letter was likely the Mara-struck you defeated. My guess is he was led astray and poisoned while under the pretext of being cured. You saw how he ended up. Such actions remind me of an organization that was eradicated from the Xianzhou 1,000 years ago. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. They were disciples of the abundance that sought to restore the way of immortality by unearthing a forbidden remedial formula. It's hard to believe that a group that was wiped out so long ago would suddenly rear its head and create chaos once more. The seat of divine foresight needs to learn all it can about this organization's status before the situation reaches a point of no return. If you come across any similar clues about the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, come and find me at the seat of divine foresight. These kinds of first-hand accounts are exactly what we require.
So what do I get out of it?
Don't worry. The seat of divine foresight always rewards those who contribute to our efforts. I recently received some intel. It seems that certain individuals are taking advantage of the current chaos to lure in outworlders around Exalting Sanctum. Maybe you could start there? We sent an undercover investigator out a few months ago. They provided us with a rough idea of the situation. Unfortunately, it seems suspicions were aroused. We lost contact with the agent. I suspect he was discovered. You are a fresh face in the Lafu, and an outworlder. I would feel more at ease if I could leave this matter with you.
We're disposable.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Let's just teleport. Bam.
I don't believe in
Need your
ghosts.
extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
These guys?
Excuse me, guest from another world. Please spare me a moment of your time. Do you yearn for immortality?
I yearn for power.
I understand. Eternal life is indeed a kind of power, wouldn't you say?
No, I want power. Pure and simple.
Well, not much can be done for you then, brother. What a peculiar person you are. I'll tell it to you straight. To Outworlders, I offer the chance of immortality. But perhaps someone like you would be better off joining the Antimatter Legion. Regardless of what you choose, let's keep our voices down, eh? This isn't the kind of conversation you can have out in the open. Before you can grasp absolute power, you must yearn for immortality, don't you think? The problem is that the Xianzhou Alliance doesn't care one bit about the well-being of short-life species. They stubbornly blockade the glorious path to immortality. My name is Green Hibiscus. I came to Exalting Sanctum in hopes of a fated encounter with one such as yourself. One who is also on the road to immortality. What do you say? How about we find a more suitable spot to talk about all this?
But I want power. But sure, let's go.
Let's make haste. There are too many people here to linger. Here we are. This is the place.
How do I gain immortality?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. If it were so easy, we'd be a far larger group, and there'd be no need for secrecy. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am a member of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I was unable to expose my true identity in Exalting Sanctum, but now I can reveal everything.
There's a guard behind you.
The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus is a devout group, holding firm in their belief that Merciful Medicus is the one ultimate faith. As followers, we refer to ourselves as disciples, dedicated to our cause.
The cult.
If you wish to gain the means to immortality, then you must become a disciple. But to become a disciple, you must first pass several small trials. Please excuse me. Our expansion has unfortunately attracted the attention of those devilish archer followers. If we are not careful, the consequences could be unthinkable.
What is this Cloud Knight doing here?
No need to be concerned about him. Much like yourself, he is here to undergo the trials.
Not the people of the Xianzhou abhor the abundance.
Ah, only those led astray by followers of the devilish archer could despise merciful Medicus. Sadly, there are many such people. Too many.
I actually have 2 people on the hunt path in my party right now. What can I get from Sanctus Medicus?
Every species yearns for the favor and curing of merciful Medicus, regardless of whether they have heard of the abundance or not. Foxians yearn to cure themselves of their 300-year lifespan. The Videodora yearn to cure themselves of the pain of reincarnation and lack of progeny. As for Xianzhou natives, they long to cure themselves of the torture of becoming Mara-struck. Of course, we know that this torture is rather a kind of blessed evolution. To return to your question, Sanctus Medicus can cure the aging that short-lived species face, along with disease and death. Sanctus Medicus can do for you what they did for the Xianzhou natives.
What kind of trial do I have to pass?
What you seek, you will surely find. Merciful Medicus is magnanimous. They do not lightly refuse a prayer. As such, the initiation trials for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus are nothing arduous. All you must do is transcribe this copy of thousand-handed Merciful Medicus's salvation 500 times by hand.
No.
This will allow your brothers and sisters to trust your faith, and you to become a disciple. This scripture is central to the disciples. You must maintain a pious heart during the transcription. It would be best if you could memorize the text. Of course, this is but the first trial. Once you have become a disciple, you will undergo numerous others.
500 times seems excessive.
Excessive? The old rules dictated that the text be copied 50,000 times. I myself undertook such a feat. Nowadays, the Master takes greater pity on the common people. Hence, the number has been reduced to a mere 500.
You start copying the thousand-handed Merciful Medicus salvation. Once upon a time, the thousand-hand Medicus traveled the world with their 99,999 disciples, living under Rahu and teaching their way. Your index finger has a slight cramp, and your shoulders feel a bit sore. But you've only made the first copy. There are still 499 copies waiting to be written. As they spoke the words, the 99,999 disciples were liberated from youth, old age, sickness, and suffering. After making the final stroke, you catch the Cloud Knight in your peripheral vision as he gestures at you.
Psst. Hey, stop writing! Get over here!
Took you long enough. I know you. You're General Jingyuan's honored guest.
Looks like I'll have to make sure no one finds out.
Wait a second. You're here undercover, right? So am I. I'm a Cloud Knight from the Exalting Sanctum garrison. That green hibiscus has been sneaking around spreading heretical lies for a while now. That's why I'm here, to spy on him. They were suspicious of me as soon as I arrived. It took a lot of effort to make them believe I wanted to become a disciple.
Why didn't you come here in your uniform?
I have my reasoning. Cults like this want to recruit people with influence in law and order. I wanted them to know I was a Cloud Knight. Always know your enemy.
What's your next plan?
Shh! Keep your voice down. These disciples don't miss much. If they discover us, we won't make it out of here. You can trust me with the transcription. I spent over 150 years pen pushing in the seat of divine foresight before I became a Cloud Knight. I could do this in my sleep. Listen carefully. I help you copy the text, you cover for me, and I get word out to the seat of divine foresight.
Okay then.
Take your time, still your mind, and transcribe the text. Allow the beautiful enlightenment of thousand-handed, merciful Medicus's salvation to permeate your being.
I finished it.
You're finished? So soon? Let me see. Yes, it would appear you are finished. A fast and accurate transcription. It seems you are destined for immortality.
Wouldn't there be like two different sets of handwriting? I wrote like 2 copies, and the other guy wrote like the rest of the 498 copies. So I can join the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus now?
Calm yourself. The initiation is divided into 2 steps. You and the Cloud Knight have completed the first. Now, only the second remains.
Sure, but can it wait till tomorrow? I'm supposed to be on duty right now. They'll get suspicious if I don't head back soon.
No need to worry. The second step is extraordinarily simple.
We need to duel each other to the death.
Soon enough. The Disciples' initiation is governed by the following principle. Never accept who you suspect, and never suspect who you accept. So, it's time for you two to battle it out.
I knew it.
Whoever survives will officially become a disciple.
I'll pass.
There's nothing that can be done. I didn't write the rules. If you are unwilling to complete the initiation process, then we will have to ask that you keep our secrets hidden. Permanently.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're kidding, right? We came here to lengthen our lifespans, not shorten them. You can't just make us fight like this.
We aren't forcing you to fight. By all means, refuse if you wish. But we won't possibly be able to let either of you leave.
Fine. But at least let me prepare. I've never done anything like this before.
Very well. But you'll need to ask your opponent, too.
I don't mind either.
Good. Then prepare yourselves. Time is precious. Make it quick.
What does time matter to those who are immortal?
Listen, I have an idea that will let you join the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus and let me get the heck out of here in one piece. You and I fight, and I lose to you. I pretend that you finish me off. Then you pretend to help them remove my body by dragging me out of here. That way, we both accomplish our objectives. Oh, I've seen your skills. Please don't mess up and actually kill me.
I can't make any guarantees.
Oh, just... whatever. I got myself into this. Let fate decide. Just try and hold back a little, okay?
So, have you prepared yourselves? Are you ready to fight?
Let's do it.
And you, Cloud Knight?
I'm ready.
Then, let's begin.
Well then, take this!
many can you block? Blade and flight!
Well...
What magnificent skill! He was fierce, but no match for you. I'm glad you prevailed. That Cloud Knight waltzed straight up to us in uniform and asked if he could join. Hardly a convincing spectacle. I doubt I ever could have trusted him. Purple Chrysanthemum, Blue Peach. Find somewhere to dispose of the body.
He's still breathing. You can see him breathing. Let me handle it.
Oh? You've dealt with this kind of thing before?
It's a side hustle.
A side hustle? Very well. These are hard times, I suppose. This does have its advantages. Our brothers and sisters have been proselytizing and exalting Sanctum over the last few days. We may have attracted the attention of the devils. Having you dispose of the Cloud Knight will be safer. As such, this can be your first mission as a disciple. You take an active approach to getting things done. I'll be sure to pass that on to my superiors. In any case, my hearty congratulations on your admission to the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. From now on, you will be known by the code name, Grey Peony. Well, Grey Peony, let's depart separately to avoid attracting attention. We'll rendezvous at a different location later. Until then...
I did a good job playing dead, didn't I? Those people are out of their minds. Watch your step next time you're around them.
How are you still alive?
Wait, you weren't holding back?
No. He stares at you for a long time before he realizes that you're
Enough
joking.
with the jokes already. It's a miracle either of us is alive. I should report back to the seat of divine foresight. Stay safe, friend.
Cloud Knight vigilantly monitors his surroundings. After he's certain no one is tracking them, he makes a swift getaway.
You'd be a tool to miss a tile.
Need your extractor clean?
You know what? Teleporting exists. Let's just teleport.
It's not safe.
Legs? Who needs those? Why? Why is this place complicated? It's a tiny area. Thunder, is everything going well? I successfully infiltrated. Very well, I'm now a member of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. That's good. I've always believed in your abilities. Someone just reported in. Did you save a Cloud Knight? It was nothing. I wouldn't call it saving. We had a successful collaboration. Thank you very much for your help. That Cloud Knight had handed over all his intel to the seat of divine foresight. If it weren't for your help, he'd have had a hard time getting away. As you've already infiltrated the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, please keep monitoring their activities. Anything I should focus on? I've mentioned before that a Cloud Knight named Shin went missing a few months ago. I want to know what happened to him, dead or alive, so I can give word to his family. Let's avoid contacting each other from here on. You're seen going in and out of the seat of divine foresight. Those disciples are sure to become suspicious of you. Please come back in one piece. Otherwise, the general will be quite upset with me.
Green Hibiscus agreed to meet me here, but there's no sight of him. What gives? There's a letter here. What's this on the envelope? Gray peony? Ugh, this must be from Green Hibiscus.
Gray Peony, you fully demonstrated your bravery and devotion to us. I'll now give you a chance to prove how loyal and reliable you are to the organization. This mission is of utmost importance, and I don't feel comfortable entrusting it to others. Only a fighter like you can handle such an important task. Yesterday, a disciple absconded in disgrace. She posted a letter as she defected. Based on our investigation, it's an urgent missive to the seat of divine foresight. It shouldn't have arrived yet. Intercept it and help us mitigate our losses. Once you finish this arduous yet glorious task, I will introduce you to the Exalted Sanctum's leader of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. So long as he assents, you can begin your journey on the way of immortality. Green Hibiscus.
The disciples sure know how to keep a low profile. Looks like I'll need to help them complete this mission. If they're looking to intercept mail, I should probably start by searching near Exalting Sanctum's Psycrane stands.
It's not safe.
You rummage through the packages on the Psycrane stand, but you don't find the letter you're looking for.
Not on this stand. Let's check a different one.
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skip service?
What's written on this package? Seat of Divine Foresight, urgent? This is it. The mail the disciples want to intercept. Seems like it's encrypted somehow. Makes sense. This is critical intelligence after all. Let's see if I can crack the code.
The Jade Abacus substrate system developed by the Artisan Ship Commission moved the computing modules with subroutines stored in them to bases with corresponding patterns so that the substrate can function normally.
Nice.
Oh, rotate. Oh, okay, I think I get it now.
Code cracked. Huh. It's an internal order from the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Judging from these urgent instructions, the Disciples are aware of a Seat of Divine Foresight operation to infiltrate their ranks. No wonder Green Hibiscus was so eager to intercept this. I'll use my phone to make a copy, and then hand it over to Green Hibiscus.
Gray Peony, did you get the stuff? Got it. I've got it. Where are we meeting? There might be surveillance. The place where we copy scripture. The person in charge wants to see you ASAP. Do not reply. Alright then. This feels more like a side quest than the main quest, I'm not gonna lie.
Need your extractor cleaned or your starskip serviced? Look no further.
Mauve Moon, this is the reliable disciple I mentioned to you, Grey Peony. Grey Peony, this is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in Exalting Sanctum.
It seems you have some impressive skills in your arsenal.
How much can you bench?
I like this kid. You seem like you've got it all figured out. What brings you to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
I want power. I despise the hunt. To become even stronger. To gain immortality. I'm not sure. I want to become even stronger.
Good. So do I. I used to think determination and hard work were enough to achieve that. But I've come to realize it's not that simple. During my many years as a Cloud Knight, I realized something. An individual's strength is limited. So I abandoned my mortal body and became a faithful servant of merciful Medicus. Here, take this prescription. Through this medicine, you will become like me. You will be able to break the shackles that the devilish archer author has used to chain your soul. You will gain unbridled power and freedom. The disciple responsible for creating medicinal pellets heard of your exploits. They prepared the prescription for you personally. Some of the ingredients can be purchased at an apothecary, but others will require you to come up with your own solution. Given your strength, that shouldn't pose a problem. Do you have any questions?
Always. How many people are in our organization?
I don't know. I've heard our members are in the tens of thousands. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has a flat organizational structure. The head of each area reports directly to the Master. I know nothing about what goes on elsewhere. The benefit is that even if our enemies were to wipe out the Exalting Sanctum branch, it wouldn't affect our brothers and sisters in other areas.
So that means that tens of thousands of people have been killed because the second test requires like a duel to the death. That's terrible. That's awful. Who prepares the prescriptions?
That's sensitive information. I know who they are, but for their security, I can't reveal their identities. It's not that I doubt your loyalty, Grey Peony. It's like I said, security.
Can I meet the boss?
The boss? You mean the Master? You'll meet them, but for now there's no rush. All in good time. Keep fulfilling your duties, as you have been. With your strength, you'll have an audience with the Master in no time.
Why did you join the organization?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I once worked alongside those devils. I trained in spear techniques for almost a century. I nearly became a Cloud Knight instructor. But I was trapped in a weak mortal shell. I was never able to surpass the final barrier that separated me from the martial arts geniuses. Fortunately, the draft of Draconic Surge, the prescription you hold in your hand, rescued me. Once I took that medicine, I became more powerful than any mortal could ever dream of. Now, everything has changed. Jersine and his pitiful spearmanship are no more. All that remains is a loyal disciple of merciful Medicus.
Were you an undercover agent for the seat of divine foresight?
Wait. You recognize me? Where do you know me from? Your face changed when you heard my name.
Mav Moon, sir. We have a problem. I suspect this person may be the agent who's been looking for you.
Idiot! What kind of trials are you running? You let an agent infiltrate our ranks?
I couldn't have known, sir. I witnessed this person slay a Cloud Knight before my very eyes.
Detestable. The devilish Archer author allows these pitiful mortals to face death without fear. Self-sacrifice is their way of fooling us into opening our doors.
I'm done. Let's do this. You can come at me together.
In that case, Divine Foresight Devil, it's time for you to meet your demise.
Help me improve.
I had the cancer of all worlds in my
Practice
body.
is over.
You cannot beat me.
Swords descend.
Merciful Medicus.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision.
Immortality.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Oh, mercy of Sanctus Medicus! Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress. You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable. Surrender, and I'll make it quick. A miracle.
Lance ablaze.
Why do the minions revive, but this guy does not?
Lance! Forward!
Nap time.
Lance at the ready.
Time for swordplay. Blade and flight.
Easy.
So Mav Moon was the agent that Qingzu lost contact with. He joined the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I should go to the seat of divine foresight and tell Qingzu. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
Do you know how to fix a star scan?
Not safe.
May I ask, have you come here to the seat of divine foresight on any official business? I can help you pass it on. I want to go inside the seat of divine foresight. Could you please just wait here a moment? I'll go and report in for you. What a quiet day at the seat of divine foresight today. Are you talking to yourself? No, I'm not. I was feeling a little tired and just muttering to myself. Please don't penalize me, General. Well, if it isn't Mr. Sunder back from hunting criminals with the Cloud Knights. I've been humbly appointed as Chief Guard for the seat of divine foresight and General Jingwan, and I've heard much about your pursuits. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. What affairs brings you to the seat of divine foresight today? Please excuse us for our inadequate host and formalities. We are currently busy with official matters. Can we chat for a bit? Despite the fact that I'm still on duty, a little chat should be alright. What would you like to chat about? Are you allowed to chat while on duty? I knew you'd ask that. I may be the chief guard around these parts, but it's actually quite a leisurely role. After all, the general himself is also based in his office, so nobody dares to bother us. Also, you may not know this, but General Jingwan, he can be very lenient with the guards. As long as we keep operations running smoothly, then that's proof enough for him that we're fulfilling our duties. So chattering on the job is fine, and the general will generally turn a blind eye to it. But of course, this is all just an unfounded guess from me. Why does the general let us get away with all of this? I still haven't figured that part out. Nobody on the entire Laofu, no, nobody in the entire Xinjiao alliance can really read the general's mind. What do you get up to as the chief guard? I'm mainly responsible for General Jingwang's personal security, while my Cloud Knights are in charge of the public security for the Seat of Divine Foresight and all of the Exalted Sanctum. Does Jingwang really need someone else to protect him? You're not the only one to say so. I'm always thinking the same. He's not exactly famous for his martial prowess, but he was still one of the legendary High Cloud Quintet. I'm just a lowly, unskilled servant who has less power than the general's little toe. How could I ever hope to protect him? I may as well be a flower pot in the Seat of Divine Foresight. This used to fester inside of me for quite some time. I meant to ask the general himself about it, but I was scared I'd offend him. Until one day, the general himself asked me why I always seemed so down at work. I voiced my doubts, but he simply laughed as he asked me whether or not I remembered the oath of the Cloud Knights. How could I ever forget? As clouds that cover the heavens, will we protect the Xianzhao and soar eternal. Every soldier in the army recites these lines daily. After I recited the oath, Jingwang said, "Just as one tree does not a forest make, one sword does not an army form. I'm only one of many in the Cloud Knights. How can one piece of cloud shield the entire Xianzhao? We all have our role to play. Don't underestimate yourself, Yuti." Hearing those words gave me great shame and also great inspiration. No wonder the general is a legendary figure of the Laofu. How come you're on duty again? We're an important military department, and our security work is of the utmost priority. As a chief guard, it's only fair that I put in a little more effort than the rest. Once Yanqing grows a little taller and fits this armor properly, we'll rotate and take turns guarding. I'm looking forward to that day. This kid surpassed me already, and I should probably be yielding to him my role as the chief guard. We'll end the talk here for now. I'll continue my guard duty. Please take care. Oh, is this like a shogi board? Giant shogi board? The spy tech didn't pass, and as for the pension, General agreed and I'm fine with it. Hit pause on trading for now. You guys haven't negotiated with the trade delegations yet, have you? Gosh, let's give them a break then. It's nothing really. You go and talk things through with the general and I'll take care of things from here. Sis, you're always telling me to give people a break. I can barely show my face to the general anymore. It's like the Seat of Divine Foresight is just a subordinate office working for the benefit of the Skyfaring Commission. Come on, don't be like that. You can't say that. Why aren't you talking, dear brother? Go on. Sister reminding us that this is a public place here. Let's be careful about what we say. Isn't this one of General Jingwang's esteemed guests? Apologize for the ruckus. This is my sister, Young Yan, over at the Skyfaring Commission, and I'm Young Hai, from the Seat of Divine Foresight. To what do we owe the pleasure? I'd like to have a little chat with you both. Great, let's chat. You can also help me persuade this guy. My little brother never listens to his older sister's needs. What do you want that he rejected? Don't listen to her. Besides, this is official business, and we shouldn't be talking about it in front of Sunder. So what? It's a new technological breakthrough. Some foreign business interests want to invest as a joint venture, and all we need is for the seat of divine foresight to greenlight things. Sis, we shouldn't be telling strangers these details. It's no fun if you aren't going to talk a little. I just can't win against you two. I'll just be careful with what I say then. My sister wants to promote this new tech called Lucidum Ingenium. The name's not finalized yet because it's not really an autonomous ingenium. It's a small device more like a jade abacus. Lucidums are a type of organism native to the Scale Gorge waterscape. They're devoid of any intelligence, with an incredibly simple biostructure, but possess a special natural instinct. Lucidums can rapidly find the shortest route between their root system and a nutrient source, optimizing pathing to conserve energy. Some military scientists realized that this could be used to develop a new system of calculations. I've heard about this kind of stuff before. How certain mushrooms are very good at finding like the best path through a maze. So you have like military operations using these mushrooms to perform like logistics. It's kind of interesting. A lucidum captured inside a vessel only needs for a food source to be constantly switching locations for it to update its pathways and produce similar functions to a jade abacus, but a far, far slower processing speed naturally. Yeah, so this is kind of describing that like mushroom fungus experiment phenomena. But a lucidum ingenium isn't a jade abacus, and jade abaci inhibitors have no effect on lucidum ingenium. Certain business interests with a keen insight into mycelium processors are looking to cooperate with us. But as you can see, the seat of divine foresight is being overly cautious. This involves Xian Zhao's core technology. It's you guys at the Skyfaring Commission who should be more cautious. You two have a great sibling bond between you. We do, but it does impact how I do my job, that's all. What do you mean, that's all? This punk used to be so cute when we were little. I'd say how I dreamed of being a pilot one day, and he'd say the same. I want to travel the universe with you, sis. Please shut up. You're embarrassing me. Let this kid trick me. He said he'd become a pilot with me, and then abandon me, join the army, and revel in contributing to my headaches daily. Come on, sis. You never became a pilot either. You're a civil servant. Well, when you put it like that, I guess we are pretty similar after all. I guess apples don't fall far from a tree after all. These two separate issues, though. When it comes to proper processes, I'll never just give anyone a break. Maybe so, but it's always easier for family to come together and do business, right? Whatever you say, sis. You guys go on then, I'd better get out of your hair. So long and safe travels. Safe travels. Okay, I've dilly-dallied enough. Let's move on.
I'm glad to see you've returned in one piece. So, what happened? Did everything go as planned?
Tell Qingzhu about what happened as you worked undercover.
Don't worry. Your operation was a success. Although your identity was ultimately exposed, you gained a wealth of invaluable intelligence. On top of that, you managed to get out without a scratch. I never imagined that Jersine would choose the path of evil. You did the right thing. I'm afraid this is how the Plague's author operates. using notions of power and life to draw countless people like Jersine away from bright futures, down a path of no return. You've managed to shine a light on the darkness of the enemy. With this intelligence, the Seed of Divine Foresight will be able to improve its strategy. And for all your efforts, please accept this reward. Is there anything else you'd like to know about?
Tell me about the current state of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
The current state. I'm afraid we know next to nothing. We dispatched agents, but they were only able to linger on the edges of the organization. Your operation is the furthest anyone's managed to infiltrate. The Seed of Divine Foresight is still striving to answer one question. Is this but the resurgent shadow of an organization silenced 1,000 years ago? Or have they been lurking in the darkness all along? Whatever the case, this sudden reemergence hints at a hidden conspiracy. It's troubled me deeply over recent few months. It's hard to tell what all of this is building towards.
Did you send a lot of people undercover?
Not at all. The Disciples' secret letter makes it sound as if we infiltrated their ranks in great numbers. The reality is that only a handful of agents have successfully slipped into the organization. And the majority of them lacked the strength you had to make it back unscathed after their identity was exposed. They didn't have the wisdom and good fortune to gain the organization's trust quickly. An agent can't actually consume those pellets of the Disciples. Doing so would mean the end of their life as they knew it. The point is, there hasn't been anyone like you who managed to delve into the group's core and obtain so much first-hand information.
Tell me about the beliefs of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
Thousand-handed Merciful Medicus's salvation is a manuscript transcribed from a sacred text. I don't know where the disciples obtained it. It likely consists of fragments of banned works from the Befall era. As I see it, there isn't anything particularly alarming about the text. It recalls the acts of the Plague's author's warped creatures from an equally warped perspective. The scripture doesn't have the power to lead people astray. They do that to themselves. But it does feed lies and false hope.
About the prescription that Jersine gave me.
The prescription you acquired is beyond my knowledge. There are a few reliable alchemists that reside in Exalting Sanctum. I'd like to ask you to consult with them on the particulars of the prescription. This will allow the Seed of Divine Foresight to have a clear target for creating an antidote. Given that the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has become aware of our operation, it's about time the Seed of Divine Foresight reeled in its net. If you turn up any details about the prescription, feel free to come back and find me anytime.
I feel like I'm on a side quest. But I'm not. This isn't a side quest. You got anything else to say?
What's on your mind? Did you want to ask about something else?
I have questions about the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
Ask away. I'll tell you everything I know.
Alright, it's
Very
just
well.
the same questions.
See you soon. Remember to look for those alchemists when you have time. Ask them about the prescription. I can't leave my post right now.
Why, hello there. Anything I can help you with?
Xingzhu asked me to find you.
So, this is official Seat of Divine Foresight business, eh? Then I'll do everything I can to assist you. Let's take a look at this prescription you mentioned. If this request had come from anywhere else, it would have seemed like a joke. That the Seat of Divine Foresight only deals in the serious. I can't understand this prescription. And I imagine that other alchemists won't be able to make sense of it either. I recommend you go directly to the chief alchemist, Lady Dan Shu. Lady Dan Shu is renowned for her unique line of reasoning. She's proposed several prescriptions that would have been incomprehensible to us if she hadn't explained the pharmacology. Still, those same prescriptions have always been able to produce miraculous effects. Lady Dan Shu is a truly gifted alchemist. All the more amazing given her sightlessness, wouldn't you say? Lady Dan Shu likes to pass the time over at Sinwood Pavilion. I'm sure you'll run into her if you head that way.
Okay. Did I do it in one? All the other indicators are gone. Damn. Got it in one.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Oh, my gotcha luck is the same, because I be polling on Tuesday. Only a few days away.
I've been looking forward to meeting you.
You know me?
Everyone does. You're the hero who rescued the Vidyadhara healer lady in Exalting Sanctum. I heard from other alchemists you have a prescription you wish me to assess. Can you read it to me?
Sure.
Thank you.
You read the prescription to Danshu.
A strange and dangerous prescription, but I believe I understand the pharmacology. It involves drawing upon the strength of long scions to attain the power of ascension. The specifics, however, will require further investigation. This will take some time. I could hardly happen upon Vidyadhara bone marrow and test the prescription myself, could I? Leave your contact details with me. When I've completed my assessment of the pharmacology, I'll get in touch with you.
Wait, you gotta get dragon people bones? Siqui? I don't know how to say these Chinese names. Thunder, I'm, Siqui, Chief Secretary of the Skyfaring Commission. The Palace of Astrum is running a small event for visitors to better understand Xianzhou. Would you be interested? A dreamy one-day tour? Is it where I get to enjoy the luxurious Xianzhou life of my dreams? Where did you get all these ideas? I haven't even said anything. So much texting. I don't know if you've met him before, but the Skyfaring Commission has a speed tester named Tantan. He has hoped that the public could actively participate in traffic management and become more aware of the potential road hazards. To that end, he is planning a Xianzhou speed tester experience. There are too few attendees because the event is too boring, so Madame Yukong asked me to help her get more people. Would you mind attending this, pretty please? All you need to do is to record the traffic flow through Starskiff Haven. It's simple work. Just stand in the lane and count. I'll go find them in a bit. Okay, I'll go look for 1010 after this. If you're ready, please go find 1010. Fired. Well, that's not good. New message. Greetings, the Master Diviner asked me to wait for you. It's about time. Can't go, I'm busy right now.
What does that mean? It's just a picture. Are we supposed to meet someone there? It's like one of those messages a kidnapper sends in a horror movie.
That's enough of that. Come on, let's go.
Okay, March 7th and Welt were there, so I guess this is the official quest.
Hurry up, Qingque. We'll be fossils by the time you're finished.
I heard there was a disaster in the Divination Commission's delve? I'm surprised you're in the mood to play right now, Qingque.
Even if the sky was gonna collapse on the Divination Commission, the Master Diviner would be there to hold it up. What she lacks in height, she more than makes up for in stamina. Anyway, I didn't come here just to play. She ordered me to wait here for our guests. Time is precious. I'm simply multitasking.
You get her for free.
That's the place in the photo, all right. Is this a games parlor? What kind of problem can they possibly be facing? Isn't this hand a problem? I have the worst luck. Oh, hi there! I can tell just by looking at you that you're the Divination Commission's guests.
I look so unimpressed. You don't want the Master Diviner to know you've been slacking off, do you?
I know, I'm sorry. I was going to wait for you by the statue, but... Ah! Triplet! But folks from the Realm Keeping Commission descended on the area. It's too loud over there now. Pass! So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be better to meet somewhere quieter? Four of a kind! And wouldn't that be more fun, too? Better to show you the real Exalting Sanctum and introduce you to a true Xianzhou pastime, Celestial Jade! Ha-ha! Victory! Now that my wish has been fulfilled, there's nothing holding us back. Follow me, honored guests. I must apologize for your long wait, honored guests.
It wasn't too long. Seeing your enthusiasm for this Celestial Jade game has stoked my curiosity.
I'm glad to hear it. You clearly have excellent taste. If you're interested...
Oh.
Look. Is that
It's an ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor. It was once the Xianzhou Lafu's prized treasure.
I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission were history buffs. Not bad. Younger generations usually don't know much about it. It's said that the Ambrosial Arbor is an ancient remnant from when the Xianzhou roamed the ether. From a distance, it looks like half a tree stump. But according to records of the early nation, in its prime, it wound into the heavens, and from it celestial bodies hung. Meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its branches.
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta Space Station? No, that can't be right. Stars hung from its branches. Then, how did it fit in the Xianzhou?
I like this answer. It sounds like an unimaginably magnificent tree.
Exactly. Let's just say it was bigger than your imagination. Anyway, it's just a legend. I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it. Let's go.
You're already bored of the magnificent tree. Well then. You okay, Pepper?
I don't believe in ghosts.
You okay?
Star skiff serviced? Look no further.
Yeah. I'm looking after a dog
We're
called
almost
Pepper.
there, everyone. Stay close.
And, he has separation anxiety. He's really not happy about staying here. He'd rather be with his master. So he's been at the door the whole time. Last time I looked after him was like half a decade ago. And it took like a day or two for him to, be less separation anxiety-ish. But he's very cute. He's so cute.
Just a heads up, please don't go running off once we're inside. You may be the Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to mention... Please, don't push her buttons.
We're just here for the questioning. We'll leave as soon as it's over.
Ooh, lots of chess. And puzzles. Right off the bat. Ooh, leveled up too. Let me get my level up rewards. Wow, this is a big map. Oh wait, that sounds like a chest. Where? Whatever, I'll kill these guys.
Bladed flight! Practice is over. Swords descend!
Fighting is meaningless.
Naughty child.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Time for swordplay. Strike with heart.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Blade and flight.
I've no interest in conflict.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Lands at the ready.
How many can you block? Strike with heart.
This is a pretty good team. I swear I heard chest. Makes a noise, you know? Oh boy. I didn't, you know, I just push buttons and things happen. I don't figure this out.
So that's how it works. Looks good.
I didn't figure that out. I just pushed buttons and things happened. Maybe I'm a subconscious genius.
Looks good.
I don't need to think about things to solve things. That's how smart I am. Genius. Okay. Huh? Oh.
A one-time enemy.
Fighting is meaningless.
That looks like a puzzle.
Looks good.
Okay. What? There we go.
So that's how it works. Looks good.
Aw.
So strange. Oh, let me guess, the gate isn't working? I don't understand. It's never been locked before, and no one told me to take a key. Hey, I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests. Are you really from the Divination Commission?
Is it possible you were fired?
No way. She's already demoted me to managing the repository. What else does she want from me? There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access.
And now we can go over here.
Here it is. You see. Ugh, the Stellaron corrosion. What's going on? Great. This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Jinja for messing up once again. I knew I'd offended that Diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingqi, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not. Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun. Wow, you're amazing, Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an outsider. I officially hand over the title of Keeper of the Loafing Gate to you. Anyone here surprised? Anyone?
Here comes trouble.
Can't we run around to them for a change?
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Practice is over. Swords descend! Bladed flight!
I've no interest in conflict.
What did the core rupture do?
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Just being thorough. It's that way is forward, so we'll go over here.
Strike with heart!
Naughty child.
Lands at the ready.
A one-time enemy! Bladed flight!
Time for a nap time.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Looks good.
This looks special.
Was that the wind?
Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death reveals. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Naughty child.
Time for swordplay. Blade and flight.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
I'm on guard.
How many can you block? Strike with heart.
That way is forward, so let's look elsewhere. Shortcut. Okay. I want to go up there, so going this way is the appropriate path. Unless they block me.
I'm sorry, the Cloud Knights have orders from the Master Diviner to secure the Commission's safety. The area up ahead is temporarily closed.
Of course. I don't know why they keep adding these invisible walls. Not a fan. Ooh, puzzle. Yeah, I already killed all these things. You're good to go.
Wow, a rare honor.
Me? Have we met?
No, I met Chinchua. I didn't expect to see her here during work hours.
That's unfair. I'm working hard. Look, these are the guests the Master Diviner wants to meet.
A rare honor.
Are you talking about us this time?
Yes. The Master Diviner rarely allows outsiders. She likes her peace and quiet. If you want to see the Master Diviner, head straight to the Matrix of Prescience. They're short of hands. The Master Diviner is run off her feet, and the Cloud Knights stationed there are driving away evil spirits. I don't know when they'll be done.
I see a big chest. I want that big chest.
This is the Matrix of Prescience, a large-scale Jade Abacus calculation terminal. It's the pride and joy of the Divination Commission.
We've heard the term Jade Abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingque?
A Jade Abacus is just... a Jade Abacus. That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as living jade engraved with symbols for divination into the unknown. Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past. Take the matrix of prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything, from the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism of living things. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Noose, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
So they're computers.
Seems like it, but Jade Abacus does sound a lot better. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed down from Noose. Huh. Even in Madame Herta's space station, I never saw anything related to Noose. Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a Jade Abacus or a computer? Just like today. Would it have mattered if Bai Chue had brought you here instead of Qing Chue? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Meta-algorithm reading complete. Inputting Jade Abacus for simulation. Divination inference complete. Hexagrammatic position established. Fluctuation range is between the marsh and the water trigrams. Error margin of 0.2%. The algorithm is correct, so what's interfering with the instruments?
The Stellaron.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the heaven and thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fu Shen?
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a Divination Commission fortune? The Matrix of Prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the Commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the Matrix of Prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron Hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
But you're Fu Shen, the seer. The boundless, omniscient. Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fu Shen the Seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So, General, even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the Matrix of Prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here. Qing Chue is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises.
You're kinda tiny. Glad to have us as your errand runners, aren't you?
It's nice to have people I can entrust with difficult matters. I'm not like the General, and you don't even belong to my commission. I certainly won't be bossing you around.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said. If you need something from us, just say the word.
Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I need your help to restart the Matrix of Prescience's space terminals. And eliminate the Stellaron spirits along the way.
I don't know anything about this Matrix of Prescience.
Jing Chui will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. As for eliminating the spirits... Psst.
I hath divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners. Forever.
Just say the magic word.
What? Which magic word?
Please.
The universal one? Please?
Oh. Please.
Good enough.
Jing Chui, restarting the base terminals will be your responsibility. Oh, and forget everything you saw and heard just now. Is this what I get? No reward and a bunch of extra work? The Master Diviner wants me to restart the Matrix of Prescience's base terminals. And bring you along for the ride.
I sense a promotion and a raise.
I worked so hard on getting transferred to the repository. It's the best place to slack off and be invisible. Now I actually have career prospects. This is terrible.
I respect this girl.
If I screw it up, they might fire me. But if I get it done right, they'll send me more work. I'm gonna ask more questions next time. I could be playing Celestial Jade right now.
It's been a while, my astral guest. Thanks to you, the Lawfu has successfully brought Kafka to justice. I am truly grateful. There hadn't been a single Stellaron hunter arrest since the Interastral Peace Corporation issued their bounty. This is a victory for the Xianzhou.
Give me the bounty. Let's split this huge bounty 50-50.
Once this is over and the Stellaron curse has been lifted, the Xianzhou will have no more use for Kafka. If you wish to claim the bounty, feel free to take her to the IPC. The Alliance has no interest in the IPC's reward. Blade, on the other hand, is a wanted criminal for the Xianzhou. He must remain with us. At present, Kafka has no intention of speaking, and the Stellaron hunter's motives remain unknown. We must rely on the power of the Divination Commission to unearth the truth.
Unearth the truth? You mean interrogate Kafka with the Matrix of Prescience?
Precisely. The Matrix of Prescience is the Divination Commission's ultimate weapon. It was originally used to calculate navigation routes and predict future events. But the secrets of the Stellaron hunters cannot remain hidden any longer. I have no choice but to move beyond conventional protocol. We must use divination to ascertain Kafka's intent. Everything hinges on restoring the Matrix of Prescience, which is why I would like you to help Diviner Fu complete the setup. I am eternally grateful for your assistance.
When can we see a non-hologram of you? Like you in the flesh. Puzzle. What is this? Oh, it's this. Okay. Oh. I gotta do them two at once? I need... There. Hey, I did it. It's a teleport. Where does it teleport? Look. It's on the other side. It's not the worst thing if I make progress. I could always come back and finish things.
Was that the wind? A new crucible.
How many can you block? Strike with heart.
Fighting is meaningless.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
It's time.
A delicate operation.
Time for swordplay. Blade and flight.
Nap time.
It's time. Hit!
Ah. That's what core explosion does.
A delicate operation.
A one-time enemy.
I've no interest in conflict.
Naughty
The
child.
truth of life and death, where the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Reach the end of the story and you're...
Since burner has no smell, it's probably just a decoration. Puzzle. Give me that jade. I need all of it. My luck is awful. Alright, I want to go north.
Bladed flight.
Fighting is meaningless.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
You're still not dead.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
It's time.
Strike with heart.
I've no interest in conflict.
Not a scratch.
Naughty child.
Bladed flight.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Not a scratch.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I can breathe easy again.
Nap time.
Strike with heart.
Oh, thank you.
Lance! Forward!
Practice is over. Swords descend.
I'm okay.
Oh, that was a formidable foe. Huh.
If there's medicine, it'll come in handy.
Anything here? No? I need it to be through. Oh. But. There. Ah, okay. Oh, this too. Huh. There we go. I didn't notice that middle one. Take me there.
Was that the wind? new crucible for the furnace.
Bladed flight!
Too late to repent. The truth of life and death.
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Break!
Hit!
How many can you block? Strike with heart.
Naughty child. Nap time.
It's time.
A one-time enemy. Bladed flight.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Time for a shot.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Time for swordplay. Strike with heart.
The truth of life and death, revealed in
The sanctuary is but a vision.
break!
Nap time.
I'm on guard.
A one-time enemy.
Fighting is meaningless.
Naughty child.
Lance at the ready. Hit! Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
A one-time enemy. Bladed flight.
Too late to repent. The truth of life and
The
death.
sanctuary is but a vision.
Break!
How many can you block? Strike with heart.
From the other side? Yeah, from the other side. There are guards here, right? So I couldn't go there. Wow. Yeah, I've used these already.
Looks good.
Time for swordplay. Practice is over. Swords descend! Bladed flight!
I've no interest in conflict.
Naughty child. Nap time.
A one-time enemy!
Fighting is meaningless.
Go back the other way.
We need a strategy. Middle of preservation!
This will strengthen our position.
Shift the balance. Help me improve. Strike with heart.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Criminal.
I'm okay.
Lands at the ready.
Bladed flight.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
So much attacking. My gosh.
Swords descend.
Let's free up one of you.
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Strike with heart.
I'm okay.
Oh
No
my
interest
God.
in conflict. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
How many can you block? Bladed flight.
Naughty child.
Oh, done, huh?
Nap time.
I'm on guard.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Strike with heart.
Time for a shot.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Criminal.
Bladed flight.
I'm okay.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Oh my God. No.
Strike with heart.
Just a little something.
Oh,
Think
that was so
nothing.
close.
Nice teamwork.
Blade and flight.
Nap time.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
I need to bring an electric into this fight. Is that a you? You, maybe? Serval. Let's try that out.
A bright edge.
Oh my god, how far away is it? All the way over there. But you know, I can just teleport. It's fine. Take this. And then this over here. And then to the south.
We need a strategy.
Shift the balance. Can't stop the run. Help me improve. Strike with heart.
Pretty good crowd today.
Turn it up.
Naughty child.
Ta-da.
Lance at the ready. Hit!
Blade and flight. Keep up.
You can fight it, or rock with it!
Nap time.
Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
This song's for you.
Let's rock.
Time for a shot. That's better.
I can breathe easy again. Blade and flight.
I'm okay.
Pretty good crowd today.
Turn it up. Strike with heart.
This song's for you.
Keep up.
You can fight it, or rock with it!
The show must go on.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
can breathe easy again.
Nap time.
I'm on guard.
Time for
Lance
swordplay.
ablaze. Lance! Forward!
How many can you block? Blade and flight! Practice is over. Swords descend!
Maybe we'll keep Serval in the party for now.
Looks good.
Time for swordplay! Strike with heart!
Naughty child.
Lance at the ready. Hit!
How many can you block? Blade and flight!
Nap time.
I'm on guard.
Strike with heart!
We should have revive stuff, right? What is a revive? Energy. Immediately revive. Nope. Energy. This is attack. Guess this is energy related. Yeah, that one was pretty easy.
Looks good.
Did a pretty good job of solving everything, I think. We want to go here. How about we go back here?
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time.
Make a triangle, I guess. Monkey see, monkey do.
That should do it.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it?
The more complex something is, the more important it is to keep it simple. Don't you think?
If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner come and do it herself?
Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while. Like me.
There is justice to being lazy. What? Robot? No.
What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Xianzhou. It's an aromaton. It's guarding the matrix of prescience. They're stationed at various strategic places.
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you sure it won't fly into a rage if we walk past it?
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the Matrix of Prescience. Friends, not foes.
Passage prohibited.
March! You should join the Divination Commission. Quick, do something!
Help me improve. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Turn it up!
Criminal.
Ready to jam.
Hit.
Time for swordplay.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. I'm okay. Nap time.
Keep up! Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
How many can you block? Blade and flight!
Treasonous.
Time for a shot. That's better.
I can breathe
Lance at the
easy
ready.
again.
This song's for you.
Turn it up!
Why him? Always him.
That's it.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Practice is over. Swords descend!
This must be the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that. Next. Let me guess. Time, space. I bet the next terminal is energy related. Darn, the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish causal relationships.
Nice.
We did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner. Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts. Are you ready?
Yes, finally. That was quite the detour.
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny.
Her eyes are different. Is that the real Kafka?
That's why you're here? All for that?
Well, not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong.
What did you see?
Kafka has nothing to do with Stellaron, but you. It's you. Absurd. I'd never have thought it.
I sense more Fu Xuan. Riddles on the horizon.
Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself. If there are questions you want Kafka to answer, now's the time.
Is there anything you want to know?
There are many things I want to know, but they can wait.
You go. I don't want to talk to that woman. Be careful, though. Don't get fooled by her again.
Nah, you're the one more likely to get fooled.
I'm the queen of vigilance, thank you very much. I don't trust anyone except Don Hung, Mr. Yang, Himeko, and you.
That might be a mistake. It might be a mistake to trust me.
Hi. You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state.
Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Concerned about me? I'm fine. The Cienjo is always courteous with its captives. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me.
What did Fu Xuan see?
Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer? Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Cienjo. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Cienjo Alliance to know in this moment. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Cienjo. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Cienjo. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And That's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Lafu's general in person, and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Cienjo will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Cienjo? Quite the plot twist, don't you think?
What is this future you're talking about?
Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of eonic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even eons can be killed.
Machiavelli was. Allegedly.
Hey, Luocha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, eons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Cienjo? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Cienjo. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes? Coffins. In the Cienjo, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodara is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodara long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodara could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true.
What do you know about this? Dan Hong, are you a Videodra? Only special Videodra can turn into dragons.
What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodara are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Is there an Eon in that casket?
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
Friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
I'm assuming I can't get chess in this segment. Roka story. So is he unusable because he's story? I can use Sushang, but not him. Lokai. Lochai.
Fighting is meaningless.
He taps very
Wanna
quickly.
see what I can do?
More like a rapier instead of a sword.
Dodge this!
You! Receive divinity. I'll stop. Eternal step. Dead return!
Let me through!
Okay, the coffin is a part of his kit.
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's hurt.
Wait! Let's think before we act.
silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we take them out quickly, we can rescue the girl.
What happened to us letting you handle it?
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go.
Take this! Shape of Time Rise, Fetus!
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You're not going anywhere! Dodge this! Don't your hands hurt?
Receive divinity.
You're the best! Rise, Fetus! Dodge this!
Miss, are you okay?
What do you think?
Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. You're a puppet.
My motor is broken. I can't move. Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
It's a robot.
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me.
You can heal
you
robots?
might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Huh. Curious.
How... what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid, a word of advice. Leave as soon as possible. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely dangerous. If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wingspan might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
Come with me.
Let me finish this mission, okay, Toph? Toph wants OUT. I just want to finish this mission and then I'll call it a night.
I've never seen anything like it.
You know, even eons can be killed.
So your plan is to kill an Eon? Well, if it's Nanook, that's not a bad plan. Nanook wants to destroy the universe, right? That's his thing.
Are you kidding? That's not what we want. I just want to tell stories from the past. Stories about eons that have fallen. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. And now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths. And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish known to humanity. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Shipe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Cienjo Alliance travels the universe exterminating abominations cultivated by the Abundance. So, the Cienjo, too, are engaged in this process.
What about Akavili? Did they die at the hands of an Aeon?
I don't know. Akavili's disappearance was very mysterious. Noose is probably the only one that can answer that question. After all, Droid Head knows everything. What do you think? Fascinating stories, no? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you.
What about the 3rd way?
Hold on. Any minute now. It's begun.
Is that the tree? I think that's the tree.
Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this to the Master Diviner?
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
He talked.
Hey, did she brainwash you?
He talked. Okay, so that'll be it for tonight. Doggos want OUT, and it's a bit late. It's almost 11 p.m. So, have a good day. That was a lot of story, a lot of lore